How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Grimm from the Bug Out Boys, and it's time for another bot. And this bot is titled Price versus Preparedness. We all want to be prepared and self-reliant. At least you should be, because I do. But to get prepared often costs money for gear, for supplies, and that's when you need to start looking at price versus preparedness. Because gear, and we'll use a knife as an example, the price spans a large gap from $5 to $500. And we can surmise why that knife is $5. It's probably not made very well, bad metal, XYZ. But why is this knife $500? Is it a limited edition? Is it made by a well-known knife maker? Is it made out of adamantium? I don't know. But do your research, because there may be a $50 knife that the only difference between those two knives is that it's made by a well-known knife maker. They're both made out of adamantium. They're both going to hold an edge great, cut well, not break in your hand. So you just saved yourself $450 that you could then be more prepared by purchasing a good flashlight, a wool blanket, water, food. You get my drift. You can't base price alone on the quality of your equipment. You need to do your research. And I'll use myself as an example, because I don't want to just spout these things off and, have you think that I'm talking out of my arse. My backpack is expensive. I weighed, and yes, the price was high, but I only wanted to buy one backpack, and I wanted to buy a backpack that was like a tank. And my Kafara backpack is just that. It's built to me, it feels great, it carries all that I want and more if necessary. I validated it. I did my research. But then, you look at my knife. My knife is a SOG SEAL Team Elite. I got it for about $60. I love it. And I use it. My tomahawk, $60, the Chogan. And I love that thing too. And then, you gotta think about it this way. These are tools. The knife and the tomahawk. You're gonna use them. You're gonna bang them into things. Do you want to take your $500 or $600 tomahawk or knife and bang it into something? Are you going to hesitate to use that because you might scrape the blade? I don't. I beat both of those tools to death. I don't abuse them, but I use them to the fullest of their capability, and I'm not afraid to. And they hold their edge, and they keep on ticking and going strong. And I have seen people that hesitate to use one of their tools, or they'll use this tool instead of this tool because this one, even though it would be the proper tool for the job, they don't want to ding it. Again, price versus preparedness. So all of my equipment that I have is a menagerie of priced equipment. I didn't buy because it was the most expensive backpack, tomahawk, knife, flashlight, boots, what have you. I did my research, and I found out what worked best for me in that balance of price versus preparedness. And you have to do that yourself. Do I want a $300 knife? Oh yeah. But I'm not going to go out and buy a $300 knife when I need some other things, when I already have a perfectly good knife on my hip right now. So think about that. I hope you enjoyed this bot. I know it was more of a theory bot, but if I was able to spark that thought, that way of thinking in your mind, then I've done my job. And if I have done my job and you have enjoyed this bot, please do subscribe, because there's going to be more bots, Pioneer preps, and reviews, and Bug Out Boy adventures along the way. And if you have any questions, comments, or theories of your own on how this skill works out, or just question me, ask what would I do, please do that down below in the comments, because I love getting back to you, and I want us all to be prepared. Because if we're all prepared, a little bit or a lot self-reliant, that's going to be less grasshoppers knocking on your door. So till then, take care.